So experiencing dissolves any hooks that you have into a preference of a situation. And it's very useful for all the situation in your life where there's no choice. When you can't choose to do one thing or the other. When you need to do your taxes, there's no choice, you need to do that. So instead of having grudging to do it and don't want to do it, then find the joy of experiencing not wanting to do the taxes. Because it is happening all the time. That joy of experience is happening all the time. And you're not tied into a thing being in a certain way. It just is. So it's great for all the big stuff, but it's also great for all the small stuff. Just being aware that the joy of experience is dissolving selfing right away. Right away. Ego death is happening right away. You're very, very clear about right now that there's a selfing, there's a putting a self in the center, and there's an assumption that you can be planning, you can be avoiding, you can be preferring, you can be doing lots of different things. And the most obvious thing to do is asking who is planning, who is preferring, who's avoiding, And when you experience that, then why are you taking yourself so seriously? But the selfing is about that. It's always taking itself into the center of attention. And you're never in anyone's center of attention, ever. And in reality, when you are in the joy of experience, there's not even a center of attention either. There's no selfing. There's just the joy of experience. So I'm beginning to see that your identity and what you think you're identifying with is just what you think you are. It's not who you are at all. Do you see that? So you can also bring awareness into how expectations always are tied into that delusion of time. Can there ever be planning? Can there ever be avoiding? Can there ever be expectations? Can anything ever be taken seriously? Is there anything to fear? And this is where it's a good idea to feel into reality and become aware of gaslighting, the spiritual bypassing. Because when you understand that identification is created by thought, by the ego, then the ego tends to run towards whatever I feel has no meaning. There's no me. The ego tends to do that. And that is when you're identifying with the non-identifying. The ego is playing a trick on you. And again, it's love and compassion and kindness. It's all that is needed, not gaslighting. So a thing I really would like for you to do after this lesson is to find the joy of experience. Finding into enjoying what is happening. Not the topic of what is happening, but the enjoyment of the experience of it happening. Which means that there can never be nothing can ever happen that you don't want to happen. Because everything is an experience. And you can find the joy of the experience in no matter what is happening. I would like for you to look into that. Feel into reality about that. And see how every single thought you have is always about something. And by that, when you have a thought about something, you are pulling yourself out of what actually is. Yeah, look into that.